You did this sports doubleheader yesterday.
Yep.
Where's your aura ring? What's your sleep telling you? Have you slept at all?
I am looking at about 4 hours and change, maybe close to 5, which is better than yesterday, 0 minutes. And it was completely worth it because what an unbelievable New York City sports day I had yesterday. I went to the Yankees-Orioles day, Bluebird day at the ballpark, not a cloud in the sky, unbelievable weather. Got to see an Aaron Judge home run in person, which is something I'd never seen before. It was awesome. Obviously, a beautiful and touching tribute to the late, great John Sterling before the game, and Michael Call giving the tip of the cap to John Sterling with the Aaron Judge home run call. So that was a wonderful experience. Then hopped on downtown, went to Madison Square Garden and watched the Knicks absolutely work the 76ers in game 1 of that series. So A+ day for you.
Are you a real New Yorker now? Like, you just pulled the sports doubleheader that I think affirms her, Evan, as a true New Yorker. I'm into this.
That's interesting.
Thank you, Courtney. I appreciate that.
Is that, you're saying that's the mark of like a true sports fan in the town you're in? You got to do the doubleheader, Courtney?
Not necessarily, but...
No, but it's an interesting take because I'm thinking back. I did a Mets-Yankees the day of, in 99, Knicks Pacers, the Larry Johnson 4-point shot. That game, which was one of the great games ever played at Madison Square Garden. Mm-hmm. Pretty sure I went to Mets-Yankees that same day and then went to the Garden for that.
Wow. Which
was an unbelievable sports doubleheader. I don't think in all my years growing up in New York and living in New York, I don't think I did many of those, to be honest.
Well,
is that the rite of passage?
I don't know if it's a rite of passage, but I think it's pretty darn cool that she got to go to a Yankees game and then see an absolute blowout. Michelle, you could have left in the third quarter and caught up on your sleep like an extra 45 minutes had you not stayed for the majority of the Knicks game.
For sure, but the environment at Madison Square Garden was intoxicating. It was unbelievable. I was so tired, and it was hard to get out of there because I wanted to stay for the entirety of the game because the energy in the Garden, playoff basketball, the way that the Knicks looked last night, which I know we're going to get to here in a second, but you could just feel the excitement pulsating through Knicks fans because they've waited a long time for this, and after what happened last season, their hopes are even higher. So it was really cool to be there.
I've never done a sports doubleheader like that. So
wait a second.
It's very exciting.
You're the one that's saying it's the rite of passage, but you've never actually done it.
I did not say it was a rite of passage. You asked the question. I think it's something that's very cool that makes her, just affirms her New Yorkness, if you want to call it that. Because she's not a New York sports fan, but she got to do 2 very New York sports fan things yesterday.
Yes, that's correct.
I also think you're an official New Yorker when you cry on the subway, which I've also done. So check. I'm official.
Cry on the subway?
Yeah, people always say if you cry on the they say if you're here 10 years, you're a true New Yorker, and or when you cry on the subway for the first time.
Okay.
Which I've definitely done.
Never heard that before. Yeah. You know, we were going to get to the Knicks and the 76ers in 10 minutes.
Let's do it.
But here's the thing. I would like Nuno to not weigh in on this.
Oh,
Cam, Pratt, and Pat Costello. We got breaking news by way of text. Would you like to go with this just to annoy someone right now? Just on the fly producing here.
Yes, I'd love to.
Okay.
I sound real enthused.
I don't know what text you're talking about.
The one that came in on the group chat?
Yes.
Should I read it?
Per sources, this is Chris Canty. Canty is in parts unknown. And he just texted the entire group chat, what, Smalls?
Chris Canty checking in?
This is now the second name you've gotten wrong today.
I said Chris Canty. What's the first?
Chris Canty, and you called him Michael Coles instead of Michael K.
Wait, I called him Michael. We're waking up. Chris Canty,
yes,
Super Bowl champion of the New York Football Giants, checks in our own Sportsmanlike chat from parts unknown and says, Knicks are going all the way. 5 exclamation points. Congrats, Nuno.
Oh,
Nuno,
wow.
Nuno, I know there's a lot to get into. Anthony Edwards is a beast.
He's unreal.
He did the exact opposite of what Courtney Cronin was critiquing Jason Tatum for yesterday and not playing in Game 7. Anthony Edwards said, screw it. I don't care what happens to me. I am finding a way to play. And that he did. And they deserve all the credit in the world. And that game was unbelievable. And Champagny at the end missing a 3-pointer. Mitch Johnson, the head coach, not calling a timeout, et cetera, et cetera. Wemby missing too many threes. Don't shoot from behind the arc so much. We will get to all of that. But Nuno, Canty's off. He weighs in. We must get to his take, no?
Well,
that you're going all the way?
I know what he's doing here. He's just, it's Canty. Canty's just trying to mess with me. He doesn't believe it. He's just trying to troll me all the way from parts unknown, that type of thing. That's all he's doing. I know this game.
Well, are you going all the way? I mean, here's what we're gonna do. Why don't we just do this? Let's flip it right now, okay? Let's talk about the Knicks for a second.
Let's do it. I would love to.
Since Canty weighed in, can we just flip it quickly? Because I mean, he says you're going all the way.
They look like they could go all the way. They've been awesome.
137-98 victors last night, a 39-point win. Do you know the Knicks, the last 3 games, have won by a combined 119 points?
Yep.
29, 51, 39. Nuno, you are a diehard, lifelong Knicks fan. Are you ready to say they're going all the way like Canty is saying they are?
My confidence is up there, but I also know that, as Jalen Brunson said last night with SVP, that the way they're shooting isn't sustainable. But there's a lot of really good traits, right? Like, so I'm confident in. I'm actually confident in my head coach making adjustments.
He's good.
Like
He's
Mike
good.
Brown.
Mike Brown's good.
Mike Brown has been really good. I do feel like, I don't know, they have these ebb and flows all throughout all the year. So like, it feels like something's clicked on this team, and they've taken actually these games serious and like try to put them out of reach at the end of by halftime. And I wonder if they do make it to the finals, that we're going to look at the fact that the Hawks being up 2-1 on them was the turning point for them.
So you're already looking past the Sixers
I'm
and the
not.
winner
I
of the
said,
Pistons game. I'm
I
just
said-
asking because you talked about the finals.
No, I said if they do, because
okay.
the goal is still you have to get to the finals as well as you're playing, and even before that, right? The edict down from James Dolan was finals, right? Like that's what the expectation.
Yep.
You fired the coach that got you to the Eastern Conference Finals because you didn't think he can get you to that next step. Well, the next step is the finals. There's still so much to play. Like the 76ers could become the best team in the East, as Tim Bontemps has anointed them.
Oh my God, leave
got to the-
Bontemps
He is so
alone.
mad at Bontemps.
Really not happy with
break.
that.
Is Tim Bontemps enemy number 1?
I think with
Leave
Knicks
him
fans,
alone.
I think with Knicks fans, yes, it is.
But
it's
why?
Just not Bontemps. It's this whole narrative of I've heard our friend Emmett Golden last night talking about not giving the Knicks any credit for how they destroy the Hawks in Game 6, right? It's their fault. We've seen Harry Douglas.
Why are you focusing on the negatives? You
All
are
right, here's-
pummeling
No,
teams.
yeah, no.
Again.
Let's look at some of the numbers, Nuno, and why you should feel great about this. Okay, Evan brought up the way that they've been winning recently, but the wins have been really impressive. Their average margin of victory for the Knicks, 33.2 points since they fell behind 2-1 to the Hawks. Think about that, Nuno. They are hitting their stride at the right time. And based on the way you were just talking about this team, I have to ask, do you think the series is already over after one game?
Sounds like he does, right?
I do not. But also, Evan, see, hold on. All I'm doing is finding motivation anywhere I can. Your hero, Michael Jordan, what did he do?
Oh, Liddell Eccles, let's go.
What did Michael Jordan ever do?
He found funny Smalls.
Come on.
He found motivation in anything that he wasn't even there.
Is
And
Nuno
that-
comparing himself to Michael Jordan?
He just compared himself to Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan of Knicks fans.
Are you on the team?
He's drumming up fake motivation for a team that's outscored its opponents by 135 points the last 4 games.
is the roof.
Nuno's like, Embiid, we have no problem with
There's a
Embiid.
big difference between motivation, searching for motivation, and searching for confirmation bias, which is what Nuno is doing. He didn't believe the Knicks coming into this playoffs, and now he's just like looking for anyone that doubts them so that he can put them up on a pedestal as the ones doubting the Knicks, rather than admitting that it was him all along.
And he took that personally.
Great drop,
Listen, hold on.
Courtney. Great drop. We got Nuno with the iPad. That's what we need.
Yeah, no
Rob,
problem with
get
that.
on it. We need Nuno in that beautiful home that MJ has on Jupiter Island in Florida, listening to ESPN West Palm, of course, while doing this. And then with the iPad. We need Nuno with the iPad, Rob. Do your job.
He is the Michael Jordan of Knicks fans.
Nuno has a similar home in Bridgeport.
Can I just say one thing in all seriousness about the Knicks?
Sure.
Because I think, been fairly ripped by Knicks fans because I'm saying OG's the best player on the team because of the two-way aspect of it.
OG's been great.
Yes.
18 points on 8 shots.
The Knicks right now, the New York Knicks, are awesome.
They
are
have
the
hit their
best
stride.
team in the Eastern Conference. And any concern that I have had, which is the individual defense of Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns, is completely negated by the fact that they are so much better than their opponents over the last week or so, that they are up so many points that a team could go on a 20-0 run